Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will start this game off. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there have certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A-game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The give out of the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Gets open down the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They just keep firing. Looking down the middle. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Sooners, once backed up, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense set on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Quarterback empties his backfield. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage. And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A great catch and run for 6. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. They're trailing by 11 to Virginia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back at the net.
From the gun, the ground game. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
And the returner goes down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly, because this has been way too easy.
To give to the big fullback. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? I'll try to power it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mark. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. here comes the Texas offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I...
Turning it on! He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Looking to fire. Got his man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Foster. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Marks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Connection to the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That last completion sets him up on second down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. he had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Grab near the sticks, it's Marks. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. He'll keep it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's got him. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He makes the grab. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Working that left side. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Catch in the middle. It's Foster. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got his man. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw it. Makes the ground. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On fourth down, going to the air. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Listen, With the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Trying to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the returner is stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here in late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Moving out of the pocket. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Inside. Touchdown Sooners. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.